Insurance Agency, along with Jonathan Friedman and our guest, Kevin Kuzo from Telamon Insurance. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, John.
So we're talking about getting organized today. Kevin, why don't you tell the guests a little bit about what you do before we segue into the transition into what we think you can help them with?
Sure, absolutely. So I'm with Telamon Insurance, and we specialize in benefits and outsourced HR management for growing companies, which can either be startups, they can be companies that have started getting some financing that are looking to grow, which is a lot of who we are working with. And what we really do is try to help find technology and ways to help these companies grow, get set up so they can take care of their employees, they can onboard their employees, they can make sure with their employee handbooks that they're doing the right things and getting it all set up right up front so they're avoiding those insurance issues and things that could come in and be a problem down the road. So that's basically what we look to do.
So the interesting thing is, and I'm on the other side of the insurance fence, but the health and welfare is regulated. There's a lot of compliance, and for small businesses and startups, it is an absolute maze and a nightmare to get through.
They have no idea, and especially on the startup side, they're totally clueless. They usually know what they know. They're getting their team together to get a product, to get a service out there. But when you're talking about employees and HR and compliance, and they have no idea. And that's where we can really help out on the outsourced HR side, because even on the growing companies, we'll frequently see companies that are 15, 20 employees, and even up to 50 employees that don't have an HR person. They have someone who's helping with the payroll, helping with a little bookkeeping. That's then, oh yeah, since you're doing payroll, you might as well do HR. Meanwhile, they have no HR.
As if the two worlds are identical.
Exactly, like it's the same thing. Like just because you do payroll, you should be doing HR.
Right.
Okay, which that's a normal thing. They have no idea, and that's where typically it is more of a bookkeeping person that then gets thrown into HR, which never really works very well. And then especially as they're hiring, because you get these companies that have 10 employees, they want to go to 25 by the end of the year, and they're not onboarding people correctly, and they don't have an employee handbook, and they're not getting their people set up, correct up front. And that's where we can really help, and we can do as little as an hour a week. We can do, if you might need somebody available for a day a month, couple days a month, and that's where you can have access to a professional HR person to help you as you onboard, as you need to let go people, and if you have any issues, that's where we're that kind of in between before you need the attorney. So before there's a real issue that's going to turn into a lawsuit or turn into something really sticky, we can help guide you through that process so that you can hopefully avoid the situation where you don't need that employment attorney.